Okay guys, this is my second video for tonight, and I'm going to talk about something that's kind of been on my mind that I've been kind of wanting to make a video about, and that is, this is a real late video by the way, the whole Jeff Hardy situation, um, how it all started with CM Punk and him leaving. I mean, that match, I was literally not breathing, my heart literally stopped. And at the very end, when Punk won it, I cried. I'm a very huge fan of Jeff Hardy, and he's my favorite. I love him dearly. Um, as you can tell, I'm playing his old, theme music in the background. But I kind of found out that he went to TNA a little late, because he went to TNA last year, I think, beginning of last year. Okay, and I kind of found out beginning of this year that he was on TNA. My cousin, who's also a fan of wrestling, told me about it, and I watched it, and I actually watched the one where he had that match with RVD, when he ended up doing that low blow behind, Mr. Anderson's back, because Mr. Anderson didn't notice it. Um, I, I mean, it's not the Jeff that, that I was a fan of in WWE. It's not the Jeff that I love. I mean, it's not. But, I mean, I think I kind of don't like the assholeness and the bad guy kind of attitude he's got. But at the same time, I think it's kind of sexy. I mean, I'm odd. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not the Jeff I love. Okay, it's not. Okay, and if by some miraculous reason he ends up watching this video. By some miraculous reason, he ends up watching this video. I'm going to tell you now, Jeff, you are not the Jeff Hardy your WWE fans love. Granted, you probably still have a good bit of your fans, but a lot of them are probably not going to be your fans for very long if stay an asshole. Because honestly, the Jeff we all love and that we all fell in love with is that kind of I don't give a shit and I'm not afraid, but who's not afraid to live his own life and who generally cares. You know, granted, you don't show it a lot to your opponents or your rivals or whoever, but I mean, you generally don't act that bad, and it breaks our heart. It really does. It breaks your fans' hearts, just like mine, to know that you've become this antichrist of professional wrestling. I mean, that's not the Jeff we love. Granted, it is cool. It is cool you're exploring the more darker side of you a little bit. It's cool. And it's your life. But I feel as if your fans, you're losing a lot of your fans because of it. And I don't think losing your fans is worth it, because your fans ultimately get you paid. Okay? I do not think that you would want to lose your fans. Because what if you go back to the WWE one day? Okay? Where's your fans going to be? They're going to expect you to be the same Jeff you were on TNA. I mean, come on now. You're not the Jeff we all fell in love with. I mean, you've become an ass. Okay? No, okay, well, I'm gonna put it in nicer terms than what my sister, who, she's 13 years old, but she also likes you. I'm putting it in a nicer way than what she said. Because she told me that you were not an asshole. You were being, well, I'm not gonna say so. But like I said, I feel as if you're losing a lot of your fan base because of it, and I don't think it's honestly worth it. Because, like I said, ultimately, your fans are what get you paid. So, being this asshole or this antichrist of professional wrestling is not. I don't feel as if it's a good career choice. I think, okay, I am a 100% Jeff Hardy fan through and through till the end, no matter what you do. I will always be a fan of yours. Unless you do something like majorly fucked up, pretty much. I don't think very many of your fans. I mean, you probably still got a good bit of your fans, but I don't think a lot of your fans are going to have that mentality for long if you keep this up. Because, I mean, that low blow to RVD, I mean, come on, that was cheating, technically. You took advantage of it. That was cheating. The Jeff we know and love does not cheat. And you cheated. And that's what ultimately made me want to make this video, because you don't cheat. I mean, that's the Jeff we love, is you don't cheat. And you don't act like, you don't give a shit too much. Or, I mean, you know what I mean. In that kind of way. I mean, you generally are an asshole. And I think I like it in a way, but I don't like it. Like, I find it sexy in a way, but mostly I don't. I mean, it scares me, Jeff. It really does. I love you. I've been a fan of you since I was what? I can't think of it. I mean, I haven't been watching wrestling for very long. I mean, I probably started watching wrestling when I was like, probably about 15 or 16. And I've been pretty much a fan of yours since 2008. Yeah. I mean, I'm a true hardcore fan of yours, and I will never I will never stop being a fan of yours. But I just feel as if, I don't think that becoming this asshole or, the bad guy is going to help your career. I really don't think so. Because, like I said, what if you come back to WWE? Your fans are going to see you as, oh, well, this Jeff Hardy, this is when he went on TNA, he became an asshole. So, I mean, what does it say? He's not going to be an asshole here. Granted, there are times when you need to be an asshole. Like, if you do go back to WWE, the first thing I would fucking do is beat the whole living hell out of Punk. That is the first fucking thing I would do. Hell, if I was a wrestler, if I was a female wrestler, okay, and I got a chance to go to WWE, I would beat the hell out of CM Punk for that shit. I really would. Because I seriously despise him for that. I mean, I liked him in the beginning until he started this whole feud with Jeff. I really did. I just, if I were you, I would seriously think, like, okay, there's times when I need to be an asshole and need to be the bad guy. But at the same time, I don't need to be the asshole and be the bad guy and lose my fans. Because apparently your fans is probably what gives you your money. That's what, earns the money, is your fans. Your fans buying your merchandise. Your fans come buying tickets to come see you live. I mean, that probably ultimately is what gives you your money. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the whole thing works because I'm not in the WWE or I'm not a professional wrestler by all means. I'm not very good. I don't have any training with that. But I'm pretty sure it's the same with any entertainer. Is that your fans buying your merchandise and buying tickets to go see your shows buying your DVDs, buying, all this other stuff that has your name on it, and you, of course, get a percentage of it, is what ultimately gives you your money. And I don't think becoming this asshole or this antichrist of professional wrestling is going to help your career. I really don't. I think you need to seriously sit down and consider, what your fans would want to see. Because I've been all over the internet for the past few days looking stuff up about this to put in this video. And I've come across this video on YouTube to where she said that he or she said they were no longer a fan of yours after you left WWE, went to TNA, and became this asshole. Okay? And I know 4 or 5 other of my friends who, weren't like, you know, who were fans of yours as well. Who was like, okay, I'm not a fan no more. Okay? What they told me, okay, I don't agree with this. I really don't. But, I, I think my sister's moving around her. I don't know. Anyways, but I honestly don't agree with him because I believe, what CM Punk did to you was a hell of a lot worse. They flat out said, what you're doing looks like. Okay. This is how she put it. Okay. Here's what CM Punk did to you. Okay. On a scale of badness, of how horrible it was. Here's where you're at in TNA. Okay. I don't agree with that, personally, because I believe what CM Punk did to you was a hell of a lot worse. And hell, yes, I'd be pissed off too. But I wouldn't act like a jerk and lose my fans. So please, just stop. Stop. I want my old Jeff back. I want the old Jeff back, okay? I want the old Jeff back. Please. Alright, guys. Alright, this video is 2-3 years late. But I feel is the best time for this video to come out. So, alright, well, I love you guys. Peace. I'll see you later.